Hello Pisces, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Pisces for the week of October 17th. Now do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go and see what we have here for you Pisces. Now I am using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, the After Tarot, as well as the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. Do make sure you are subscribed to the channel, especially if you watch my content regularly. I do regular updates here on YouTube, so subscribe for more. All right. Go. Let's make sure that we are all set up here and in view. We'll go ahead and take a couple of these, and then we'll also take some of these as well. So, all right. Cool. Energy on the bottom. You have the Seven of Wands. So, Seven of Wands is all about potentially kind of needing, it can be like facing competition, right? This is a major energy of competition, but it's like needing to really stand your ground. So Wands for me is a big card that connects to career and enterprise or work. And so when you get the Seven of Wands, it is a big energy of like maybe workplace conflict or workplace competition, more so competition. And you know, competition is an interesting energy because it propels us to do amazing things, but it also brings out the worst in us as humans. And so I would say like maybe some of you are maybe just like contemplating like how to handle a situation with somebody here, especially because you have the Two of Wands in the overall situation. So Two of Wands can talk about like needing to work with another person on a business venture, or like it can talk about like partnerships and alliances in some respects. As you see, there are two wands, two people. It can also though, but it's more about like planning, preparation, patience, all of that sort of thing. And when you, sorry, something just came into my mind there. Something about a book is coming in here. I don't know if that's a message that some of you may need to hear as well. Something about like a book. I don't know. This can be, I get the sense that some of you are like working together with another person on a report, and it may feel like a report or a book or some sort of like writing, something involving writing here, or maybe just a work project. And you're looking at that from the perspective of how do I handle this in a professional way? That's I guess what I'm trying to say here, because we also have this Three of Pentacles with the Two of Wands. It may be that this person's competitive. You might be dealing with a Libra pretty heavily, or another air sign. We have Aquarius, we have Libra, and then the King of Swords is air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. You may be working with somebody like that. Or there may be somebody like that in your sort of sphere of influence here. Now, if that storyline is not resonating with you, what's going on here is you are really needing to stand your ground on a decision in your life. Two of Wands, you know, this might be you needing to, you know, do enough research to make a decision. Like you feel like you want to see the world here, as you see the world is in the palm of this person's hand. Like you feel like the world is in the palm of your hand, or you feel like you need to see the world here, but you need to stand your ground on that. Like don't let anybody move you off that vision or off that path here at this time. In the past, you have the Judgment card, you have the Ten of Wands, and you also have the Star card. So I love this for you here. The Star card for me is one of my favorite cards, if not my favorite card. It's all about a wish come true in one's life, or a wish being granted to you. The Star card is about hope, healing, optimism, tranquility, all of these things, but also connectivity, as well. As you can see that this genie on the card is connecting with the stars, connecting with the universe. And it can bring about synchronicities into one's life. Especially because you have this judgment energy. You can see that these people on the judgment card, they are like putting their hands up they're doing this because they're ready to accept higher guidance as they await their fate. Or you could just plainly say that they are accepting higher guidance. With the Judgment and the Star card, that is like a combination that could really bring about some type of spiritual awakening in your life, but this is showing up in the past. And so I feel like some of you here there's something about connectivity around, also not only that, but also needing to be very honest with yourself as well. When you get the Judgment card says like, go into a period of self-evaluation to make sure that you are not missing something, or you're not, like running, like rushing past something or skipping over something, I think is what I'm trying to say here. Make sure you're not skipping over something. There's something about details here, something about like writing, about details, about planning. Some of you are like working on a book or something like this here that's coming into my mind as I'm looking at this. You have this 10 of Wands, which is about a burden that you could be carrying. I think that some of you put a lot on your plate, and it's because you have grand visions, you have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of goals that you want to hit in your life and you want to achieve, which I think is very good, especially because of these wands. We're starting off with like pretty heavy wands influence. And what I would say is like, if you are ambitious, which I think you are, that's a good thing, right? That's certainly a good thing, and you're allowed to be ambitious. And what I would say is, don't let anybody knock you off your path here with this 7 of Wands. So if someone says, "Oh, you'll never write your book," that's their stuff. That is their stuff. If you want to write a book, you'll write a book, right? It seems like you are ambitious enough to do this. Or, if you write a book, you'll never make any money. I feel like some of you maybe have somebody like that, and you may be trying to figure out like, how do I handle this professionally, or how do I deal with this person in a professional way? In the current situation, you have the 7 of Swords, you have the 2 of Wands, and you have the King of Swords here showing up. So the King of Swords, I think I want to start at the King of Swords. So I talked a lot about the 2 of Wands here, and I think obviously, so this middle card, if you're not aware, this middle card is important because it informs the rest of the cards here. But I've talked a lot about the 2 of Wands, but this King of Swords here, they are somebody who is extremely objective. And the King of Swords is sort of like a straight shooter, Like, they're going to look at the facts, they're going to take an unbiased approach. They remove bias from their decision-making process as much as possible. And, what I feel like is going on here with this King of Swords is, some of you, I think, the bias part of this is very important, in that some of you are like turning towards yourself first, and you may be asking yourself, okay, is there something that I need to do? Is there something that I'm missing? Or is there something that, like, why is this person triggering me? Or why am I feeling competitive with this person? Or why do I feel the need to do X, Y, Z? Some of you, I think, are looking towards self first, and then coming to a conclusion, right? And that is the ultimate way of looking at things, because, to be unbiased in this lifetime is a very good skill. It's a very good skill to have. And so you may just be putting all the facts on the table at the moment and kind of separating what is right, what is wrong, what do I need to improve on, and kind of, what is the word? Taking self-ownership. Like, taking extreme self-ownership, I think, is probably coming to mind here as well. Now, you have this 7 of Swords, so this is kind of, mucking up the water, if you will, with the 7 of Swords. It's been coming in for a lot of people this week. If you watch my readings a lot, I don't like the 7 of Swords. It's really my least favorite card in the tarot, because this person's scheming, they're backstabbing, they've stolen swords. Some of you, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands is definitely like, you feel like if you give your... Okay, here's what I'll say. Let's say you're just working on a book, or I don't know, it could be anything. Like, maybe you're building a course, or you're building a website, or you have the next, multi-bajillion-dollar app idea. I feel like this is a time for you to sort of, I don't know, muck up the water, if you will, with the 7 of Swords. It's been coming in for a lot of people this week. If you watch my readings a lot, you know I don't like the 7 of Swords. It's really my least favorite card in the tarot, because this person's scheming, they're backstabbing, they've stolen swords. Some of you, 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands is definitely like, you feel like if you give your keep it on the DL right now. Okay, it might be a time for you to keep it on the DL because there's something about scheming, competition here showing up, and I don't know why this is showing up here. Could be connected to a Libra, but it could also just be connected to another air sign. I don't know what's going on there. I really want to see what cards clarify when we get when we go through and clarify, which we are going to do in just a minute or two. Yeah, there's something like that that's happening. In the future, you have the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Justice card, and you also have the Three of Pentacles here, and I'm sorry, Ace of Pentacles, not the Ten of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, Justice card, and the Three of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is the card that starts off the journey to the Ten of Pentacles. You can't get to the Ten of Pentacles till you plant the seed, right? Till you start with the Ace. And the Ace is like, look, the hand coming out of the cloud here. That's the universe. This is the universe saying, listen, Pisces, you've got this. You have a big opportunity here to go in a new direction, to plant a seed, to see it grow, to enjoy yourself, and to really enjoy this new beginning here. You have the Justice card as well, the Libra energy. So there is like with the, I don't know, there's something here about that for you. I don't know what that means, but with the Justice card, if it's not Libra, which it's not going to be for everybody, the Justice card talks about really needing to strike a balance, okay? And there's something about like approaching a situation from an unbiased perspective and also striking a balance in your life. It also says that our actions are very important. With the Justice card, we all get the outcome that we deserve. And so your actions in life really are important. And so it's always a good reminder to keep that in the back of your mind when you get the Justice card. Now you have this Three of Pentacles as well. Again, teammates, okay? So there's something here connected to another person you might be working with. I think for many of you, this is somebody that you're working with here, that you're really trying to like, it's almost like I get this idea of you like, what is the term? Walking on eggshells or something like this. Like you're really trying to figure out how to handle this situation correctly. Then there's this other storyline where you're like, I don't know, you're like publishing or you're doing some other like project, but you're not ready to like show it to the world yet. And it may be a very good idea to just keep it under wraps for right now. I am feeling guided to say that. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's take a look at these Oracle cards here. All right, so you have Serapis Bay, Ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. You have Diana, focused intention, think about what you desire, set your sights high, expect the best possible outcome. And then you also have the Shekinah, sacred self, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Yeah, I think these two cards are very important here, Diana and Shekinah, because there's been this thing about you being ambitious here with this Diana card. And then also this idea of dancing to the sacred rhythm of life, I think is very important because at the end of the day, whatever is meant for you cannot be taken away from you. And that's the truth. If there's somebody who's scheming, in your life, they can't get away with it forever, right? They're eventually going to run into the trap, and so that's something that I like to remind myself when I get the Seven of Swords, or if I'm dealing with just a challenging person. It's like, everything will shake out the way it's supposed to shake out. And so let's go ahead and let's take a look at these clarifications. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow. So you have the Seven of Wands, you have the Sun, and you also have the Six of Swords. So you have this Seven of Wands here twice. Okay, so very important card. There's a very important message around competition here in this reading, clearly showing up for you. And you can see that this person is not backing down. And this is the idea of the Seven of Wands, right? They're engaged in the battle. They're ready to take on all six people. With the Judgment card showing up there, the Judgment card is so interesting because so many different things with that card, but basically it's like a test from the universe. And so what I feel like saying is, is there somebody here triggering you? And there was this thing about this unbiased message. Are some of you like allowing yourself to be triggered by another person? or is somebody triggering you? I mean, that's what I feel like saying. And like, I feel like what might be going on here is some of you, if you are triggered, you're going to like really analyze that. Like, why is this happening? You know, like, why am I reacting this way, or why do I feel this way, or what is it about this person that makes me feel XYZ? You know, stuff like that here. The sun is a total ray of optimism and positivity. I love the sun card. It's the best card for me in the tarot in the tarot. To find the sun card in a reading is very good. It's a sign of total happiness, positivity, success, victory. And the thing about the sun is it can also be a card of truth. That's the thing. Anything that is untrue will be exposed by the ray of the sun. And so, you know, when you see the sun, there is something here about objectivity, you know, being unbiased and following the truth here. That just seems to be very clear, especially with this King of Swords and the Justice card. You then have the Six of Swords. It's about transition. It's about going somewhere new. I don't know how that's fitting in here, but let's go ahead and maybe we'll see what else we have. So you have the Ten of Wands. You have the Seven of Swords. And you have the Three of Pentacles. So what did I say here? This person, you know, just as they feel like they're getting away with it, they walk into the trap. Walking into the trap, right? And so the scheming can only go on for so long. So, you know, that's the thing with the Seven of Swords. It's almost like you don't have to do anything, right? Like, what you need to do, well, you do have to do something, which is you have to be your authentic self. You just have to be you. All right? Easy peasy. That's it. You have to be you, Pisces. And if you're you, everything's going to work out. You have this Three of Pentacles here with the King of Swords. Be very careful. Just be very objective. Be very, I feel like saying professional around a work situation, around a work environment, if you're in that timeline. You have this Ten of Wands, which is all about burdens, right? This Seven of Swords has been this person here, or this situation involving conflict, involving like competition, the scheming energy. This has been a burden for you, and I think some of you are ready to drop it. You have the Moon, you have the Devil, and you have the Eight of Cups. Wow. So October 25th, we have a new moon plus a solar eclipse. Something around eclipse season here could be pretty significant for you in the future. The Devil is just really saying, like, listen, you know, are you, you know, the Devil with the Justice card is very simple. Like, are you taking the appropriate action? Like, are you taking the right actions in your life, you know? And as long as you're doing that, everything will work out. You then have this Eight of Cups. Here's the big action that's happening. Yeah, Eight of Cups, you're walking away towards something better. And you could be walking away from something long-term, or something that you've been in long-term, in pursuit of this Ace of Pentacles. And I think that you could get some really big downloads, or really big insights to where this might take you around the eclipse time. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next reading.